You ever felt that strange silence in a conversation? The kind that feels heavy, not peaceful. You ever shared your joy with someone, only to see their smile fade just a little too fast? That's not in your head. That's energy. And sometimes it's hate wearing a friendly face. They'll still text you, still hang out, still say, "I'm happy for you." But deep down, behind the fake laughs and empty compliments, they're quietly hoping you fail. And that's the kind of betrayal that doesn't scream, it whispers. It hides behind love, behind, "I'm just being honest." And the worst part, you start questioning yourself. You start wondering if you're paranoid, when in reality, you're just finally seeing the truth. Because hate from strangers doesn't break you. It's the hate from the ones you trust that does. Not everyone who claps for you wants to see you win. Some just want to keep you close enough to watch you fall. When you achieve something great, they don't celebrate. You can feel the shift in their tone. They'll say things like, "It's not a big deal," or "You just got lucky." Those words sting not because they're harsh, but because they come from someone who should be proud of you. Their inability to genuinely be happy for your growth exposes their quiet resentment. They'll find ways to minimize every victory. Maybe you worked all night for that promotion, but to them, it was handed to you. Maybe you lost sleep chasing your dream, but to them, it was easy. It's not that your success hurts them. It reminds them of their own stagnation. Understand this: when people can't match your light, they'll try to dim it. The ones who downplay your achievements are revealing their fear of being left behind. They're not just jealous. They're intimidated. They can't handle the reflection of what they could have been if they had your courage. And one day, you'll stop explaining yourself. You'll stop shrinking your wins to fit their comfort zone. You'll stop apologizing for your progress. Because your growth isn't an insult, it's your evolution. Watch their reactions when life knocks you down. You'll see the truth in their eyes. When you struggle, when you fail, when you lose, they suddenly become calm, even supportive, but not out of love. It's comfort disguised as care. Inside, they're relieved to see you human again, to see you vulnerable, to see you no longer ahead of them. They'll offer sympathy that doesn't feel real. "Don't worry, it happens to everyone." But the tone isn't comforting, it's satisfying. Because your failure restores the balance they crave. They can breathe again, knowing you're no longer shining brighter than them. The ones who secretly hate you don't want you destroyed. They just want you small enough to no longer make them insecure. Your downfall gives them peace because it validates their excuses. It reminds them that no one truly wins, so they don't have to try. Remember this: your setbacks don't expose your weakness. They expose who's really for you. The people who celebrate when you lose are the ones who would have cheered loudest if you never rose at all. You open your heart, share your pain, and instead of listening, they turn it into a competition. You talk about your struggles, and suddenly, they've been through worse. You mention your dreams, and suddenly, theirs are bigger. It's not a conversation anymore. It's a quiet war for validation. They can't stand you having the spotlight, even in your lowest moments. When you're vulnerable, they don't offer empathy. They offer comparison. Because your emotions remind them of their own buried insecurities. And rather than face them, they deflect by trying to one-up you. Real friends hold space. They don't measure suffering or success. They don't need to win in every exchange. The people who secretly hate you can't stand seeing you emotionally open because vulnerability makes you human, and being human makes you strong. They'd rather paint you as weak, dramatic, or overreacting, just so they can feel superior again. But you'll learn. You'll stop oversharing with people who compete with your pain. You'll realize that not everyone deserves access to your emotions. And the day you finally protect your peace, their power over you will end. You'll hear whispers. You'll notice the strange looks. You'll sense that your story is being told in rooms you've never entered. The people who secretly hate you will smile in your face, but they'll feed others poison about you when you're gone. They crave control over your image because they can't control your strength. Their words are subtle, never obvious. They'll frame gossip as concern. They'll spread rumors under the disguise of worry. They'll plant doubts about your character in the minds of others, all while pretending they're protecting you. But what they're really protecting is their ego. The danger lies in how convincing they are. They've studied you. They know your weaknesses, your past, your flaws, and they'll use them all to twist perception. That's why betrayal hurts more than hatred, because it comes dressed in familiarity. When you start hearing the truth from third parties, believe it. When you feel energy shift without explanation, trust it. And when someone repeatedly shows loyalty to your absence instead of your presence, cut them loose. You don't need spies in your circle. You need soldiers who guard your name when you're not in the room. This is the most dangerous kind of secret hate. It doesn't destroy your reputation. It destroys your confidence. It starts slow. A joke here, a subtle jab there. They'll disguise insults as humor. They'll point out flaws that no one else noticed. They'll tell you you're too emotional, too ambitious, too much. Over time, you start believing them. You begin to question if maybe they're right. You shrink. You second guess your instincts. You silence your voice so you won't be too loud. That's how quiet hate works. It poisons you with doubt until you're no longer sure of your own light. But you must remember you were never too much. You were just surrounded by people who were too little to handle you. They couldn't love you without trying to control you. They couldn't celebrate you without trying to compete with you. So take your power back. Rebuild your confidence piece by piece. Surround yourself with people who speak life into you, not fear. And promise yourself this: you will never again let someone who secretly hates you convince you to hate yourself. Listen carefully. You don't owe loyalty to people who secretly despise your light. You don't need to shrink just so they can feel tall. And you don't have to keep proving yourself to hearts that were never on your side. The real ones won't make you question your value. They'll remind you of it. So cut the cords, protect your peace. Because sometimes the greatest act of self-love is walking away from the people who smile at you, but pray for your downfall in silence. Remember this: fake love is still poison. It just kills slower. Now rise up. Choose peace over pretense. And never apologize for outgrowing the people who secretly hate your light.